11 minutes left. Your soulmate has a message. Do not ignore this. Stop scrolling. Just for a second. I need you to take a deep breath because this is not a coincidence. You didn't find this video found you. In exactly 11 minutes, a divine cycle in your life is closing and a new one is beginning. If you can hear my voice right now, it's because the universe has a specific message about your soulmate that you cannot afford to ignore. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That strange restlessness in your chest. The way you've been seeing repeating numbers like 11, 11 or 222. You've been asking God for a sign, wondering if you are meant to be alone forever. I am here to tell you, no. Your prayers haven't been ignored, they've been heard. Your soulmate is experiencing a massive shift right now, and they are trying to reach you through the spiritual realm. Listen closely. What I am about to tell you in this video is so specific that it might shock you. Most people will skip this and go back to their empty routine, but you are different. You are a chosen one. Your patience is about to be rewarded. Stay with me until the end of these 11 minutes because I'm going to reveal the exact sign that proves they are coming back to you. Do not skip a single second, or you might miss the very confirmation you've been crying for. Before we go deeper into this revelation, type "I am ready" in the comments to signal the universe that you are open to receiving this blessing. Let's activate this divine alignment together. The person who is occupying your thoughts at this very second is not just a memory. They are a living, breathing part of your destiny that is currently in a state of absolute turmoil. While you have been sitting in the heavy silence of your room, staring at a screen that doesn't light up, or wondering why the universe has been so quiet, the spiritual realm has been a battlefield of emotions for them. I need you to understand something profound. Your soulmate is currently caught in a powerful, unstoppable wave of realization that they simply cannot escape. It is a weight in their soul that they have tried to ignore for far too long. They've tried to keep busy, burying themselves in their work, staying on their phone until the early hours of the morning, or even surrounding themselves with new people just to drown out the sound of your name in their heart. But the universe is no longer allowing them to hide. Every road they take, every face they see in a crowd, and every quiet moment of their day leads their mind right back to you. They are discovering the hard way that walking away from you was actually an attempt to walk away from their own soul, and they are finding out that it is an impossible task. Right now, as you listen to my voice, they are experiencing what spiritual teachers call a divine restlessness. It's that uncomfortable, nagging feeling in the pit of the stomach that tells you something is profoundly wrong. Their pride, which once felt like an unbreakable wall of stone, is now starting to crumble like dry sand. They find themselves looking at your old messages, scrolling through photos they promised themselves they would delete, and paralyzed by a sudden, sharp fear that they have waited too long. They are haunted by the way you looked at them, that pure, soft, and unconditional gaze that they have searched for in others but failed to find. The universe is systematically stripping away all their distractions. One by one, the people they turn to for temporary comfort are failing them. Their usual escape routes are being blocked by a divine hand. They are being forced into a spiritual corner where the only thing they can hear is the echo of your laughter and the rhythmic, steady heartbeat of the connection you shared. This is the dark night of the soul for them. They are beginning to understand that the freedom they thought they wanted is actually a cold, hollow, and lonely prison when you aren't there to share it. They are starting to realize that you weren't just another person in their life. You weren't just a chapter or a passing phase. You were the very ink in their pen. Without you, their story has lost its meaning, its color, and its purpose. They ache for the safety that your presence provided, a safety they were too immature or too scared to appreciate when they had it. Now, in the cold light of reality, they see that they traded a diamond for a handful of stones, and the weight of that mistake is becoming unbearable. I want you to feel the depth of their secret confession. In those moments when the world goes quiet and they are left alone with their thoughts, they have practiced reaching out to you 1,000 times. They have typed out long, emotional messages, explaining their fear, their stupidity, and their regret, only to delete them at the last second. Why? Because they are terrified of your silence. They are terrified that you have finally realized your worth and moved on to someone who treats you like the royalty you are. They are haunted by the thought that they have permanently closed the door that the universe had left wide open for them. Can you feel that sudden, sharp tug in your spirit during the middle of the day? That isn't just your own anxiety. That is their energy reaching out across the astral plane, frantically searching for yours. They are begging for a sign that you are still there, that you still care, and that the flame between your souls hasn't been completely extinguished by their mistakes. They are stuck in a loop of memories. The way you handled their flaws with such divine grace, the way you made them feel like they belonged in this world, and the way you saw a version of them that nobody else, not even they themselves, could see. This 11-minute window we are in right now is critical because it marks the precise moment their silence transitions from a choice into an agony. The pressure is building. The universe is pushing them toward a divine crisis of the heart, where their need to hear your voice will finally, once and for all, outweigh their fear of being vulnerable. They know that a love like yours, a connection this deep, this spiritual, and this ancient, doesn't come twice in a human lifetime. It is a once-in-an-eternity alignment, and they are finally waking up to the terrifying reality that they almost let their greatest treasure slip through their fingers. Stay in this vibration with me. Do not let bitterness or anger cloud your heart right now. They are learning their lesson in the most painful way possible, through the crushing weight of your absence. Your silence has been your greatest weapon. It has been a mirror that has forced them to look at their own shadows and their own failures. And now, the light of truth is starting to break through their defenses. They are coming to the conclusion that a life without you is a life not worth living. I need you to stay absolutely focused right now, because we are entering the most critical phase of this divine transmission. There is a very specific reason why you are still watching this, while thousands of others have already scrolled away, lost in the noise of their own distractions. You are still here because your soul recognizes the frequency of truth. You are being tested by the universe at this very moment. You see, the divine doesn't give its greatest treasures, the kind of love that heals lifetimes, to those who are impatient or doubtful. It gives them to the ones who can hold the frequency of faith even when the physical world looks like a desert. If you turn away now, you are effectively turning your back on the very confirmation you have been crying out for. Listen to me carefully. The next few minutes are the bridge between your long, painful season of waiting and your sudden season of receiving. What most people fail to realize is that right before a massive breakthrough, the silence from the other side gets the loudest. The doubt in your mind gets the heaviest. You might have felt an intense, almost overwhelming urge to give up just this morning. That wasn't a random emotional dip. That was the shadow energy trying to pull you away from this portal, because it knows your miracle is now literally minutes away from manifesting. Your soulmate is currently caught in a spiritual quantum entanglement with you. Every time you think of them with pure love, they feel a sudden, unexplained warmth in their chest. But every time you think of them with fear, lack, or the pain of the past, they feel a heavy pressure to stay away. That is why you must remain in this space of high vibration right now. You are the anchor. As you watch this, you are actually stabilizing the energy that will allow them to finally break their silence and cross the bridge back to you. Let's talk about the signs, because the universe has been screaming at you, trying to get your attention through the clutter of your daily life. Have you been seeing white birds in unusual places? Have you found a white feather on your path when you were thinking of them? Have you noticed the clock hitting the same numbers over and over? 11, 11, 1, 11, or 5:55, exactly when their name crossed your mind. These are not mere coincidences. These are divine breadcrumbs left by your guardian angels to tell you that the path is being cleared of all obstacles. But there is a much more specific, undeniable sign coming your way. In the next 48 hours, you will hear a song. Not just any song, but a song that holds a specific hidden memory of your time together. It might play in a store, on a passing car's radio, or randomly on your playlist. When that music hits your ears, do not ignore the shiver that goes down your spine. That is the universe's final confirmation. It is the cosmic green light telling you that the transmission is complete and they are officially on their way back to your heart. I want you to realize that your soulmate is seeing these signs too. They are seeing your name on billboards. They are smelling the faint scent of your perfume or skin in a crowded room when you aren't even there. They are waking up at 3:00 a.m. with your face as the absolute first thought in their mind, unable to fall back asleep because the longing is too intense. The pressure is building inside them like a volcano. They are reaching a breaking point where the pain of staying apart is now significantly greater than the fear of coming forward and being vulnerable. Do not skip what I am about to say next. There is a specific, heavy barrier that is being removed from your path at this very second. Whether it was a third-party interference, a family misunderstanding, or their own deep-seated internal trauma, that wall is being demolished by divine fire as we speak. The path between your heart and theirs is being leveled and made straight. Right now, I want you to do something incredibly powerful to seal this energy. Close your eyes for just 3 seconds and visualize a glowing, golden thread connecting your heart directly to theirs. See that thread growing brighter and stronger with every single breath you take. You are literally pulling them into your physical reality through the power of your intention. Most people will never understand this power, but you do. You are a co-creator with the divine, and your reunion is no longer a possibility. It is a spiritual certainty. Stay with me for the final reveal, because the message they are about to send you is not what you expect. It is deeper, more honest, and more permanent than anything they have ever dared to say before. Your story is not ending in heartbreak. It is beginning in a divine union that will leave the world in awe. The atmosphere around you is shifting at this very second. Can you feel the change in the frequency of the room? The air feels thicker, the energy more electric, almost as if the veil between this world and the divine is thinning. That is because the divine is no longer just watching your story. The divine is stepping directly into it. This is the moment where the waiting ends and the miracle begins. The universe has issued a direct, irrevocable decree for your life, and it is this: what was stolen from you in the dark will be returned to you in the light, 7 times more powerful and more permanent than it ever was before. Your soulmate is currently experiencing a total surgical transformation of the heart. The pride that once blinded them, the fear that made them run, and the confusion that kept them silent, all of it is being burned away by a divine fire. They are beginning to see you not as they saw you during your last argument or through the lens of their own insecurities, but as the magnificent, divine gift you truly are. They are realizing that every single person they tried to replace you with was nothing more than a hollow shadow. Nobody carries your light. Nobody possesses your soul. And the divine is making sure they understand that absolute truth today. As the clock ticks down these final minutes of this transmission, a major intervention is taking place in the unseen realms. While you are sitting here, listening to these words, an angel of reconciliation is whispering your name into their ear. They are being overcome by a sudden, intense, and almost frightening urge to reach out to you. It is a feeling of now or never that they cannot shake off. The message they are preparing to send you, the one that is currently forming in their mind, is not just a casual hello or a request for a chat. It is a deep, soul-level confession. They are going to tell you that they've been utterly lost without you. They are going to admit with a shaking voice that they were wrong to let you go. They are going to ask for a chance to prove that they have been changed by your absence. I want you to hear this prophetic word with every fiber of your being. Your season of being the chosen one who suffers in silence, the one who waits and watches from the sidelines, is officially over. You are now moving into the season of being the chosen one who is celebrated, honored, and cherished. The tears you cried in the middle of the night, the ones you thought were unseen, were actually seeds planted in the spirit. And those seeds have grown into a lush garden that your soulmate is now desperate and hungry to walk through. They are realizing that your love was the only thing that ever made them feel truly alive. The divine says to you today, I am moving the mountains that stood between you. I am silencing the voices of the people who whispered lies and sown discord against your union. I am opening the doors that were locked by their pride and your fear. The person who walked away with a cold, detached heart is returning to you with a heart of divine fire. This is your quantum leap. In one single, blinding instant, the years of pain, the months of confusion, and the weeks of longing will be washed away by one moment of absolute, naked truth. But you must stay in this exact alignment. Do not let a single thought of how will this happen, or when will they call, enter your mind. The how is the universe's responsibility. The when is already written in the stars. Your only job right now is to believe. Your only job is to be ready to receive. The 11-minute portal is almost fully open now, and the golden light of the divine is pouring through it directly onto you. The connection is being reestablished. The ancient soul vows are being remembered, and the eternal soul contract you signed eons ago is being reactivated. Listen closely. The silence of the past few months is about to break like a glass wall. The phone will ring. A notification will pop up on your screen that will make your heart stop for a second, or you will run into them in a place where it is mathematically impossible for them to be. When it happens, do not react from your past trauma. Do not let the version of you that was hurt speak. Instead, look at them with the eyes of the divine and see the deep, transformative work that has been done in their soul during your time apart. The message from the heavens is clear. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen for this path, and your union is protected by a power so vast that no human interference and no dark spirit can break it. The final piece of the puzzle, the one you thought was lost forever, is falling into place right now as we speak. We are now standing at the most sacred peak of this entire transmission. The portal that opened 11 minutes ago is now fully expanded, and the divine energy is swirling around you in a whirlwind of golden light, waiting for your specific command. You have stayed until this moment for a reason. Your spirit recognizes the frequency of this truth. But now, it is time for you to stop being a passive observer of your destiny and start being an active creator of your future. The universe is a mirror, and it requires an act of faith from you right now to seal the promise that has been made over your life today. Think of this moment as your spiritual signature on a divine contract that has already been drafted in the heavens. When you speak your truth into the physical world, the very vibration of your reality changes. When you declare your readiness to the universe, the angels of manifestation begin to move. This is why I am asking you to do something very specific and very powerful at this very second. Do not hesitate, and do not let doubt whisper in your ear. Your soulmate's heart is currently tuned into your frequency, and they are waiting for the all-clear signal from your energy. I want you to go to the comments right now and type, "I claim MY SOULMATE and MY Divine Breakthrough." By typing these words, you are not just commenting on a video. You are sending a thunderous signal through the digital and spiritual realms that you are no longer in a state of waiting. You are now in a state of active receiving. You are telling the universe, the stars, and every spiritual authority that you believe in the miracle, and you are officially ready to walk through the door that has been swung open for you today. As you type those words, I want you to literally feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Feel the years of anxiety, the months of crying, and the weeks of wondering why simply dissolving into the light. Every single letter you type is a step closer to the warm embrace you've been dreaming of. This is how you activate the prophetic alignment. Most people watch these messages and then simply forget them, and that is why their lives stay the same. But you are a chosen one. You know that your words have the power to create entire worlds. You know that to manifest, you must first declare. But we are not stopping there. To fully lock in this blessing and ensure that no negative energy, no lingering doubt, and no external interference can block this union, I want you to like this video right now. This isn't about a button. It is an energetic yes to the divine. It is your way of saying, I acknowledge this message, I accept this truth, and I align my vibration with the frequency of love. When thousands of you like this video together, We are not just clicking a button. We are creating a massive, unstoppable wave of positive intention that can literally move mountains, cross oceans, and change hardened hearts across the globe. And if your soul tells you that this is your home, if you haven't already, subscribe to this sanctuary and turn on the notification bell. This is your daily sanctuary. In this intense journey of soulmate connection and spiritual awakening, you cannot afford to be surrounded by the noise, the cynicism, and the negativity of the world. You need a constant, daily stream of divine truth to keep your vibration at the level of manifestation. By subscribing, you are telling the universe, I choose to stay in this light. I choose to stay in this alignment until my miracle is no longer a vision, but a physical reality in my hands. Look at the clock one last time. The 11-minute shift is now complete. The heavy lifting has been done in the unseen realms. Your soulmate is now under a direct divine command to find their way back to your doorstep. The barriers are gone. The path is clear. The internal walls they built have been turned to dust. Do not let another second pass in fear or doubt. Claim your story. Believe in your worth. And get ready, because your phone is about to light up with a notification that will change your life, and your heart is about to feel a peace it hasn't known in years. Go now, type your claim in the comments, and feel the peace that surpasses all human understanding. Your story of loneliness and isolation ends at this very moment. Your story of divine union and overflowing love begins right now. The universe has spoken, and so shall it be. As we reach the final seconds of this divine encounter, I have one last revelation for you, a secret that the spiritual realm has been guarding specifically for this moment. This is what we call the final sign, the undeniable proof that will manifest in your physical world to show you that your soulmate is now within reach. Listen closely with your heart. Within the next few hours, or perhaps as you drift into sleep tonight, you will experience a very vivid sensation. It won't be something you can explain with logic. It might be a sudden, beautiful scent that reminds you of them, perhaps their favorite perfume, a specific flower, or a smell associated with a memory you both share. Or you might feel a sudden, gentle warmth, as if someone has placed a hand on your shoulder or whispered your name in the absolute silence of the room. When this happens, I want you to do something very important. Do not be afraid and do not try to rationalize it away. Take a deep breath and simply say, I am ready. This sensation is the moment their soul has finally successfully bridged the gap to yours in the spiritual plane. It is the spiritual handshake that always occurs just before the physical meeting happens. It is the universe's way of letting you know that the distance is gone, the barriers have collapsed, and the arrival is imminent. Your soulmate's journey back to you is now officially unstoppable. The universe has calculated every step, every breath, and every heartbeat required to bring this union to life. You have done the heavy work. You have held the faith through the darkest nights when it felt like no one was listening. You stood your ground when the world told you to give up and move on. And for that unwavering loyalty to your soul's truth, the divine is now giving you a gift that most people only read about in stories. You are about to experience a twin flame reunion, so powerful that it will not only heal your broken heart, but will ripple through your entire family bloodline, breaking old cycles of pain and loneliness forever. Before I leave you today, I want you to carry this absolute truth in your heart. You are never, ever alone. The same angels who guided you to this video, the same divine forces that prompted you to click and stay until this final second, are the very same ones who are now standing guard over your soulmate. They are whispering your name into their dreams. They are placing your image in their mind, and they are guiding their feet, step by step, toward your doorstep. The long wait was not a punishment from God. It was your divine preparation. You had to become the powerful, wise, and radiant person you are right now to be able to hold the magnitude of the love that is arriving. In the coming days, your life is going to start looking and feeling very different. The heavy gray clouds that have hung over your heart for so long are finally parting, and the sun is breaking through. People around you will notice a new glow on your face, a light in your eyes that wasn't there before. They will ask you what has changed, and you will simply smile, knowing in the depths of your being that your heart is finally coming home. Remember, the connection you share with your soulmate is eternal. It was written in the stars and woven into the fabric of the universe long before you were even born into this physical body. No amount of distance can break it, no period of silence can end it, and no amount of time can make it fade. It is the strongest force in the entire universe, and today, that force has been fully reactivated and accelerated in your life. Go forth from this moment with absolute confidence. Walk with your head held high and your heart wide open. Your prayers have been answered. Your miracle is no longer on its way. It is here, standing at the door of your reality. The shift is complete. The 11-minute portal has served its purpose, and a new timeline of love and fulfillment has begun for you. Thank you for being part of this divine alignment. Thank you for your incredible faith and your beautiful soul. I will be here, waiting with joy to hear your testimony of how they returned, how they spoke their truth, and how your life was transformed in an instant. Until our next divine appointment, keep your vibration high, stay in the light, and know that you are infinitely, unconditionally loved.